So, it's been a very big day today, and guess what subject it's been on?
The Oscars. The Oscar nominations have come out. That's what we're talking about.
No, I'm afraid, Stella,
Taboo on telly on Saturday night. Still don't really understand it.
No, Brexit.
Oh, Brexit again.
Brexit. But it was actually a big day.
Today we had the ruling from the Supreme Court, so the highest court in the land, as to whether or not Parliament has to have a say in whether Article 50 is triggered. You have rights, and those rights are enshrined in law. Those rights will change when we leave the European Union, and what the Supreme Court said today was that your representatives, i.e. us as MPs, should have a say about when those rights are taken away from you.
So the judges weren't deciding whether or not the referendum result was right or whether or not it should go through, but they were saying that Parliament has to have a say in that process, when it happens, how it happens, and that the government can't just carry on without any further reference to Parliament or indeed the public. Theresa May set out what she called a plan last week in a big speech, which we talked about, but she didn't come to Parliament to actually explain any of that or take any questions. And you remember we were talking about whether or not that was right last week. To be fair, she did actually turn up today, and she sat there for about 15 minutes, didn't say anything, looked quite awkward, and David Davis answered, well, you can...
But he told us everything now about the process that's going to happen, so we can be clear with our constituents about what's going to happen.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
And for a lot of us, we're asking what happens next. Is there going to be a bill put before Parliament, a piece of law for us to vote on? What will the length of that be? Will we be able to change parts of that?
What will it cover?
How long will we have to debate it?
Yeah.
Did we get answers on any of those? So this is not about an abstract debate. This is about real impacts on people's jobs and livelihoods and the types of funding
the kind of investment they can make in the UK, because they need to know what our economy is going to look like. They need to know what rules they might have to abide by, what kind of relationship we're going to have with other European countries who we do a lot of trade with. There was a deal done to try and keep Nissan in the UK. Well, now Nissan are saying, because of the conversation that the Prime Minister had last week, the speech he made at Lancaster House, that they think they may have to look again at that plan. That's thousands of jobs at stake. A lot of people in Walthamstow, where I represent North East London, very, very concerned, not just about Brexit and what it could mean, but also about this uncertainty, about quite what Parliament is going to be voting on and what that will mean for their jobs. I can completely understand that frustration, because actually we've had too long now with the government saying we're going to do a deal in a back room in Brussels rather than in front of the public, so they can scrutinise it properly and see what kind of future Britain has.
And I think this kind of whole my way or the highway approach, like it or lump it, I think is a really irresponsible way really to be conducting the debate. And I think a lot of people, whether they voted Remain or Leave, have got a lot of questions that they want asked about this process and the sort of real world impacts it will have on people's jobs, on ability to travel, on the position of older people, on workers who are here already. So many questions that need answering. And if we're just saying,
if we just say yes or no now,
go for it.
Well, the Supreme Court has told us that we need to do our job and is forcing the government to make sure that we can do our job. They don't take that decision away from us. I think that deserves a lot more respect and a lot more attention than just making a decision now.
Absolutely. So there will undoubtedly be lots more of these updates over the weeks to come. We'll be making more
Brexit.
videos, more Brexit,
Can't we talk about the Oscars?
We will talk about some other issues.
Meryl Streep's been nominated.
And we will also, hopefully tomorrow, be answering some of your other questions that you've sent in to us about other things that have been going on. There has been a lot else going on in Parliament this week as well.
And out on the streets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Week one of Donald Trump.
And of course, you were at the women's marches.
I helped with the organisation of it. Very proud to see 100,000 people in London alone.
Absolutely. So lots of exciting things have been going on. We will come back to you. And of course, if you like...
Maybe not Piers Morgan coming to join us, maybe at this point in time.
No.
Never mind. You're welcome, Piers. We'll happily debate with you.
That would be very interesting, actually. We should definitely invite Piers on. However, if you want to follow these videos, if you want to find out more, please do subscribe below, like our videos, and we will be in touch again soon.
And you can follow us on Facebook as well. On our Facebook pages, you can find the videos too.